evening. Nick, that smirk on your face wasn't appropriate. Okay? So I'm here this evening to give public comment, specifically to board members. Not all of them, but I'm sure you'll be able to figure out what applies to yourself. Let me start with, we teach our students to be respectful. I think we can all agree to that, right? We ask them to be respectful in the classroom, while they're at school, on buses, during their whole day here at school, on campus. That respect is not just asked for by the students, but it should be demonstrated by all of our employees as well. And the best approach is the top-down approach. So that would be wonderful if it came from the board members down. Board members show their respect to their colleagues, the public, the parents, etc. And then staff will do as well, okay? So what I've seen in the few meetings that I've been here with, there's a lot of disrespect going on. A lot of disrespect. Suzanne walked back to her chair to sit down, and all you did was give her a nasty, smiley smirk. That's all you did. You give her a nasty, smiley little smirk. You don't have, none of you have to agree with what the public comes up here to say, okay? And that's certainly that's your right, your privilege. But it's not your right to disrespect people that come up and give public comment. You don't have to agree with them. You're certainly allowed that. I mean, that's fine, and sometimes it's actually what it is. But you don't have to disrespect them. And one of the ways you can give respect without really doing anything, even saying anything, is just acknowledging them by looking at them and letting them know that you're paying attention when they're talking to you. Like Miss Brown. You've been looking at your computer now. The whole time Suzanne was giving her comment, and the whole time I've been giving my comment. So it kind of gives us a feeling, and I won't speak for Suzanne, I'll just speak straight for myself. It gives us a feeling that whatever we're saying up here doesn't really matter to you, or doesn't really have any wealth or, importance. Which, that's your right if that's what you think, that's fine. But it doesn't mean you show disrespect if you feel that way. Transparency is everything. It truly is. See, you're smarter than him. Thank you. I'm glad you made it happy. You think I'm making you happy now. Transparency is everything. So being transparent, even with the agenda, we'll pick on something that's not even a person, okay? When you look at the agenda for this evening, okay, you find on here an item called, that's actually labeled fund accounting payment summary, okay? But it's actually written that way right on the item. But if you try to match it up to the agenda, it's not called that in the agenda. It's listed in the agenda as general fund checks. What I'm trying to say here is, when the general public is out there and they're trying to look through some of these documents and trying to see exactly what's going on and just kind of follow their taxpayers' money, right? It's very hard to do. This particular document, the general funds checks, this doesn't show you, of all these items in here, which is very nice, very good, it doesn't show you what's coming in to the system and what's going out. In other words, what are you paying out versus what are you taking in? It doesn't show that. But at the top, under tiny little print, it says payment categories, regular checks, non-negotiable disbursements, direct deposits, that's incoming, manual checks, procurement cards, and credit cards. What I'm trying to say is there's little transparency for the public to see in this document. This is just one. You have a whole lot more in the documents for this evening's meeting. And you have to be really be a lot more concise and a lot more specific with what you say.
Yep.
My time up?
Yep.
Thank you. Have a good night.